day, from Ford Field in Detroit,
they'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Pierce. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now he'll try to run with this. That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Pierce. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down.
The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%. Only because they still have some tough games to come. And
he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
But ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves.
That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for Houston. 49 yards. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Jordan. Touchdown! Brevin Jordan, his first touchdown on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his...
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. A run for Pierce out of the gun.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Now a play fake here on first down. Taking a shot for Dell here. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be second down. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a third game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the third one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
That's on Shaq Mason, the guard.
Still first down. Let's go. 32.
On play action, they'll throw. That is caught by Dell. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A huge play there for Houston. 44 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Rolling. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down. They'll run it here. It's Pierce. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Another carry for Pierce. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. Didn't march to the end zone the last time out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Gabriel Davis, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. What a great... Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's got a man, complete. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. Tank Dell, 93 yards. And the Texans continue to pull away here in this first half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the...
So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. So we're at
past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set.
Ready. Yellow. 43.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
That'll be pulled in downfield by Collins. Down the sideline he goes.
Touchdown, Texans.
Nico Collins,
75 yards.
and the Texans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football. At their own 20-yard line.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now here's a throw that's complete. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it's second down. He'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Collins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 18. They'll look to throw again.
Open man is Jordan, the tight end.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up second down.
Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan.
2 yards on the pickup there. And now 2 yards to go on third down. We're on to the fourth here on Thanksgiving Day. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
33.
The Texans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. 59 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Pierce. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They'll drop to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Schultz. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They're going to look to throw. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. It's the fullback. We are in the 4th and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple. Now a handoff for Pierce. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. And they'll go right back to Pierce. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Give to Pierce. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On the carry, this is Pierce. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. They'll run here with Pierce. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce taking it in from a yard out. And the Texans add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one.
So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. They'll start this drive out on the ground. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Houston, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Detroit, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.